Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, ongoing severe thunderstorms right now, so naturally we're going to spend a lot of time on the live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar and really doing what it does best, tracking these storms in real time. And of course, the red clusters indicate where the severe storms are located. Here's the wider view, and you can see some activity out towards the southwest corner of the state, and it's certainly coming through the Providence metro area right now. There goes the radar beam updating these storms in real time. Let's first check out the Providence metro area and heading out towards Bristol and Plymouth counties in Massachusetts. You can see out towards Pawtucket and Providence and Cranston. This storm has had a history of a wind gust to 60 miles per hour in the Cranston area, and now moving out towards Bristol and Plymouth counties in Massachusetts. In fact, we can show you that the storm is tracking off to the east-northeast at about 35 miles per hour. So see, these are some of the towns that are in the path of the storm and the arrival time of this severe weather in places like Attleboro very shortly in about 5 minutes from now. And we can widen out the view and check out the next area that we're tracking out towards, looks like western Kent County. This just crossed over the Connecticut-Rhode Island border. You can see Route 95 right in there. That's a strong thunderstorm as well, which has the potential to produce some damaging wind and some hail. This, too, is tracking off to the east-northeast at about 35 miles per hour. We can show you some of the arrival times in places like Hope. Now, that's a village in the West Warwick-Coventry area. So some of these small town names that you see are very small villages in and around the West Warwick and Coventry area. And these are the arrival times of this particular thunderstorm cell, which is now in southwestern Rhode Island. Also want to draw your attention now to a second storm which is located in the southern half of the state. It looks like along Route 1. We can zoom in on that one as well. That one has some pretty heavy downpours and some vivid lightning that came through the westerly area about 15 minutes ago. This continues to track off in a similar direction as well, and these are some of the towns in the path of that storm, including West Kingston, just in a few minutes from now. Very heavy rain and lots of lightning. In fact, we can turn on our lightning tracker. Let me turn this on right now, and all these little icons that you see on the map indicate where cloud-to-ground lightning strikes are occurring. You can see numerous lightning strikes in the southern half of the state. As we widen out the view, you can see more lightning, especially a heavy concentration of lightning now out towards Rehoboth and heading towards places like Berkeley, Mass, and along Route 495. What I want to do now is actually just kind of take a cross-section of some of these storms. By looking at them in 3 dimensions, we can get a better handle as to how they're behaving and how intense they are. And it's these big red spikes that you see extending through the upper parts of the atmosphere right in here. The taller these red spikes, well, the more severe the storm is. So this one is near the Rehoboth area, heading towards Berkeley, Mass, and Bristol and Plymouth counties in Massachusetts, right in here. That is a healthy storm. That is very tall, up to about 25 to 30,000 feet. So when we see this on the Doppler radar in 3 dimensions, we can just know by verification here that this is, in fact, a severe thunderstorm, and why the severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for that area. I just want to take one more cross-section of a storm, especially the one in the southern half of the state right now, very quickly, along Route 1. We can take this cross-section right in here, and this, too, is a very a strong thunderstorm, just based on what we're looking at in these 3-dimensional slices that we see, and that it continues to track off. That's actually going to be heading across Narragansett Bay very shortly. All right, so let's wrap it all up. We've got this severe thunderstorm watch, which is in effect until 9 o'clock this evening for the areas in yellow, and even beyond 9 o'clock, we feel as though there's still some thunderstorms in the forecast. For the early evening hours, they'll be strong, and even during the overnight hours. However, by tomorrow, a better part of the day is looking okay. We may see just an isolated thunderstorm. A warm day up to 89 should not be as widespread as what we're getting right now. Wednesday looks okay. Some extra clouds and maybe a sprinkle on Thursday, cooler at 76. But the good news here, starting Friday through the holiday weekend, is for a significant warming trend with some sunshine and temperatures well into the 80s. But in the short term now, for the next several hours, the risk of some pretty strong thunderstorms through at least 9 o'clock this evening, and even after 9 o'clock, still a chance for scattered thunderstorms. We'll keep you updated, putting the messages on the bottom of your screen, so keep it here.
Okay, thank you, Tony.